Hey guys, it's JD here, and today I wanted to do a recap of the E3 press conferences that we got. We got a whole bunch of them, and we got some new games to look at. We got some old games that are getting remade. We got some awesome stuff happening. You guys saw our last Gaming, Tech, and Nerd where we had our predictions. This is the coverage that's going to give you the information about what it is they announced. The first conference that we got was Bethesda, and they announced stuff that we kind of already knew was coming, alright? The first thing they announced was Doom. It looks crazy. I mean, you know, that Unreal Engine, it just looks crazy. All the meat and bones flying. it was pretty awesome. After that, they got into Dishonored 2, which is a game that I know Paul has played. He said he's played Dishonored. He said it's a really good game. I'm looking forward to it. It's kind of like, I think, like a ninja assassin type of thief kind of game, you know? Like you run around, you're hiding, you're killing people, you got invisibility cloaks. I might be wrong. I might be wrong. And then to close out their conference, they had Fallout 4. I'm only talking about the important stuff. They showed off this new crafting mechanic. They showed all the new characteristics and things that the characters will have, the guns, the crafting of all the weapons, and everything in the game. And then at the end, they showed off that the limited edition version is coming with a Pip-Boy for your wrist, just like in the game, and you can put your phone inside of it, and they made an app for it that's out right now. I was pretty amazed. I was like, yo, Bethesda though? Okay, I see you, Bethesda. The next conference we got was Xbox, aka Microsoft, aka Xbox One. They had announced a bunch of crazy things. They started off the show with Halo 5 and gave us an in-depth look of what the story might be like, where it's kind of like Team Master Chief versus Team Agent Locke, and they're going up against each other, and there's like, it's a 4-player, I believe, co-op story game. I don't know if that's right. I think it's right. I don't want to wish. I'm sure that is what it is, but man, I pray. I'm praying. Look at me, it's got me crying. After that, they started talking about a new game called Recore that is going to be made by the people who helped create Mighty Number 9, Inafune, and all of his people. And it looks fun. I don't know anything about it. It's about robots. Who doesn't like robots? Microsoft then introduced that the Xbox One is now going to be backwards compatible with the Xbox 360. I think that's cool. To me, it's kind of cool because if I could go back and play my GTA Online game from my Xbox 360, I think that might be pretty fun. Other than that, I don't know. Alright, is that something you guys want? Let me know in the comments below. After that, they showed us this new Xbox Elite controller where you can like break off the buttons and the joysticks and set it up for your liking so that you can get really comfortable with playing. I think that's cool for some pro gamers. Me, I don't know, I'm a little more casual kinda. I'm not a casual though, I'm alright. No, I'm just kidding, but I just think that it's something that would be really good for certain players. Like, oh man, I got my buttons all laid out and mapped out for Call of Duty, I'm about to go ham. Like, yeah, that's cool. They then showed a bunch of indie games by indie devs, and they had this game called Cuphead. They had some fun game called Tacoma. I don't know if that was an indie game, but I think it was just there. And then they jumped into a collection of rare games. I've been asking you guys, where could I play like Banjo-Kazooie? They have that being released, I guess re-released because it was on 360, on the Xbox One, so that you can play all these old, rare, old school games, not literally the word rare like the company Rare, and you can go back, play these games, and it comes in like a huge library, and it's pretty sweet. And then of course Microsoft had to get into their VR, which is the HoloLens, and I'm not gonna lie, it looked pretty dope. Like, they showed a dude playing Minecraft like on a table, but nothing was there, but it looked like it was there. And I don't know. I just know that 3D is the future. The robot apocalypse is upon us. Terminator Genesis has got Arnold Schwarzenegger in it. I don't know what else to say except I'm a little worried for the future, but it looked cool. It looked really cool. And then to close out their conference, they brought back Gears of War. The first one, they brought back that. They're gonna make a remastered version for Xbox One. And then in the shadowy depths of the E3 abyss, out of nowhere, they announced Gears of War 4, which looks pretty tight. I have played Gears of War 1, 2, I started playing 3 but didn't finish it, and I think I will now. And then Gears 4 is coming out. I'm excited. Xbox, they did the dang thing. Coming up right after Xbox was EA's press conference, and you know, they had to start it off big. They had a cutscene or a cinematic trailer for Mass Effect 4, and I know my friends were very like, oh my god, Mass Effect. So, Mass Effect 4, I'm excited. I don't know when it's coming. I know that I need to go play Mass Effect 3. We should stream it on Twitch. We will stream it on Twitch soon. That's a plan. But Mass Effect 4 is on its way. EA then got into some stuff like Knights of the Old Republic Star Wars expansion, a game called Unravel that looks really cool, Plants vs. Zombies 2. Oh, that's funny. I have NBA Live 2016 written down here. Nobody's playing that. Then they showed off Need for Speed, which they said is going to be a mixture of the best components of every Need for Speed game they've ever made, kinda sorta. They said like Rivals, they said the nighttime of Rivals, and the intuitivity of Most Wanted, and the luxuriousness of Underground. I don't know. I want to play Need for Speed just because that's like the only fun racing car game that I like. I'm not a big Gran Turismo guy, not a huge Forza guy. Need for Speed, it's obviously not. It's like the parody of racing games. It's the Fast and Furious of racing games. I like that. I like that, a game that is like not believable and we're racing. It's fun. They then got around to Mirror's Edge 2, which looks pretty fun. I played Mirror's Edge 1. I'm not gonna lie. It was so hard for me to jump from building to building and do all that free running stuff. But hey, I'm excited. And then they also showed off Star Wars Battlefront. That game looks tight. You know, I'm a Star Wars fanboy, but the games are never like, they're not the most amazing games in the world to me. But this one looks clean, like it looks really dope, you know? And I want to see it from the Stormtroopers perspective. I want to see it from the Jedi's perspective. I want to see it from the Wookiee, the Ewoks, the Wookiee, and all that stuff. Coming up next with a lot of unexpected stuff was Ubisoft. They had some pretty cool stuff. To start the beginning of their conference, they had the new South Park game, which is kind of like the Stick of Truth 2. I never played that game. I don't know. Is it fun? You guys let me know in the comments below. And then they showed off this game called For Honor. I played this game at the event recently, and yo, that game was pretty tight. You get to be like a medieval swordsman or a samurai or some sort of like huntsman type of thing, and it's just a lot of like sword mechanics and slicing and dicing and making sure you can block, because I could not block sometimes and I was getting diced up because of it. So, you know, that's just how it goes down, I guess. That's just the way it is. They also showed off some of their other games, like their Trials Fusion expansion pack, Anno, which is like a city building type of game, and Just Dance, which is it's just dancing, you know. That's cool. They did have The Division though, which they showed this like night mode or dark time, or I don't know what it was called. It was like the depths of the dark mode, or dark mode. That's what I think it was called. And I played it at this event recently, and it was pretty sweet. I really enjoyed that game. It feels very kind of, I don't know, third person, keep to cover type of game, and I think it could be really good. They then got around to Rainbow Six Siege, which is pretty cool, and Angela Bassett came out on stage. That was random, but it was cool. Rainbow Six Siege, I actually uploaded some footage of that for you guys. You guys should have some of that on my channel today. Let me know what you guys think. I thought it was fun. I enjoyed it. I might not have been great at it, but I enjoyed it. And then towards the end of the show, they had Assassin's Creed Syndicate, of course. That game looks like it's gonna be fun. I think you can play as a female character in it as well, or there's gonna be some sort of like downloaded, you know, DLC pack for it. But I mean, hey, we're in London, baby. We're gonna be, you know, we're gonna be stabbing people with our hidden knives and stuff. Love. And they what I mean? Alright, that's what I'm doing. Oh, I'm pretty bad at that, so yeah. And then out of nowhere, at the end of their conference, they had one last game to show off, and it was a new Ghost Recon game that I was like, y'all have Rainbow Six, right? Tom Clancy. But no, it was this game called Wildlands, and it looks crazy because there's so much open world gameplay to be had. Like they went from like the Rockies to the Mounties to the Malaysian mountains to the what's that thing called? The Grand Canyon. It was a massive looking game, but I'm excited. I think Ubisoft is I think they know what they're doing. Okay, now I need you guys to calm down. Calm down already. Relax. This might have been, according to everyone in the gaming community, the best press conference of the night, or all of them. Sony brought the hammer. All right, look, they started off, you know, calm, cool, collected. They're like, we got a game that you guys have been waiting for. You know, a lot of people been asking us about this, so here we go. And then they showed off The Last Guardian. Finally. Oh my god. Like, I think we got like a little bit of a sneak. We didn't really get a sneak peek last year, but we got some ruffling, some people talking about it, but nothing happened. This year, they had a gameplay trailer. It looks tight. If you guys have played Shadow of the Colossus, that's a game that is made by the same people, and I've played that game a little bit, and I'm excited. I'm not Guardian, but Shadow of the Colossus. Some stuff coming out. And then Guerrilla Games showed off some dope game called Horizon Zero Dawn, I think it's called. I'm not even gonna lie, I thought it was Heavenly Sword too, because it looks like Heavenly Sword, but it's like this chick in this like post-apocalyptic dinosaur robot world, and she was fighting against dinosaurs, and I was like, damn girl, you get them dinosaurs, girl, sure. And then, you know, they had to get down to the nitty gritty, and they had to play some of the games that I am very interested in. Street Fighter V. Not sure when it's coming out, but they are going to have the beta coming out July 23rd. I guess early access beta. I played it on the show floor. You guys are gonna see more of that tomorrow. I'm gonna give you a video of the show floor and my impressions of certain games. It was so tight. I just need to learn how to play it. You can parry again. They got rid of focus attacks. They've got some little I guess turnaround move where like Hadoukens could get reflected. I kind of didn't like that because I was getting exposed. But Street Fighter V, I'm hyped for that. They then showed off No Man's Sky again and explained like the massive game that's gonna be, which every star is a universe, and every universe has a solar system. Every solar system has planets, and each planet has life. I was like, hey bro, I don't have time to play video games that much. I love video games, but I'm not gonna he's talking about losing the next 10 years of my life playing a game. This ain't Destiny. Shoot, Destiny ain't even Destiny. So yeah, I don't know. But after that, oh my, the gaming community went wild. The RPG community went hysterical. That's not what I meant to say. Whatever. We got confirmation there's going to be a Final Fantasy VII remake on PlayStation 4 and I think other systems. PlayStation 4 is going to get it first. But that is hype. My boy Cloud Strife. No. Okay. I'm excited about that. They're also going to bring it to iOS, which I don't know why to me, this actually got me. I was like, if it's on iOS, that could be good. You know, I mean, you know, it was a PlayStation game. You could play damn near a PlayStation game now, and it looked really good on iOS. So I wonder if they'll make it look good. You know, you can play the game all the way through, maybe on your phone, and chill and enjoy it. I'd like that. Okay, and then this was out of left field. I was so confused when this happened. The dudes who created Shenmue 3 came on stage and were like, hey, we have a Kickstarter. I was like, no. And they were like, Sony was like, we are not making this game, but we wanted to help promote this game. So here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2. They gave the link to the Kickstarter. I heard it crashed within minutes, and they've made their goal plus some already. It's been like a day and a half. They've made like $2.5, maybe $3 million to make their game. I think they were asking for $2 million, but man. Shenmue 3, I'm hyped. I played Shenmue 1. I actually have it here at my house on Dreamcast. I played Shenmue 2, but I didn't beat it. Shenmue 3. People have been waiting for that. And then they gave us some information about some games that we know are coming out. Batman Arkham Knight, this thing called Riggs is like a racing league or something, and also Black Ops 3. It's the same game every year. And then at the end of the whole conference, they showed a really legit live demo of Uncharted 4, Drake's Fortune. I don't know what it's called. I don't know what it is. The Thieves. I don't know. I'm not sure what the title, but it's Uncharted 4. Nathan Drake. That game, I love that game. It's an action-packed thrill ride, you know? And that game is just, it looks like it's gonna be clean, fun, just a lot of action, a lot of stuff happening that you can't understand, and I'm excited. Okay, so now moving on. My boys and them, you know, Nintendo! They came out with like a direct, of course, and it was, or a Nintendo digital event, and it started off very interesting. I was like, what is going on? I watched it, I had to watch it later in the day because I was asleep when it came on, but they had Muppets of my boy Miyamoto and Iwata and Reggie Fils-Aimé, and I'm like, okay, this is getting weird. And then they transformed into Fox and Peppy and Falco from Star Fox, and then it jumped right into them showing off Star Fox Zero, which that game looks pretty fun. I'm excited. I love Star Fox. That game, if it's anything like 64 or the sequel, I'm down to play it. I'm curious to know if you're able to get out of your ship. I kind of like that in multiplayer at least. But yeah, they had, the R-Wings and the Landmasters and all those awesome machines riding around. And then I think even one of them, like, it turns into like a little pelican type thing and you run around. I don't know. Don't listen to me. I might be wrong. But I am excited for Star Fox. New Star Fox, I can't be mad at that. I think people complained and said that this was the worst conference, and I think that's just because people were really salty they didn't get Zelda. They didn't see a new Zelda for Wii U game yet, and I could understand. But it was pretty good. I mean, what'd you expect? Smash is already out, bro. Like, and we got a pre-direct earlier this week. Like, it's one of those things where you gotta pick and choose. You gotta be happy or not happy. I'm happy. After that, they showed off Mario Maker, which looks really fun, and they jumped into Skylanders, which is cool. But you know what's not cool? You know what's not cool, Nintendo? All of these new amiibo that are coming out. I don't even want to talk about them yet. There's going to be a segment in tomorrow's video where I talk about them. I don't want to talk about them right now. Okay? Okay? But I will mention that there is going to be a Donkey Kong Skylanders amiibo and a Bowser one as well. It's like Magma Bowser and like Beat 'em Down Honky Kong, Donkey Kong, and I gotta catch them all. Alright, I gotta get all the amiibos. I'm sorry guys, I'm addicted. I don't know what else to say. Then they got into the Nintendo 3DS and they showed us Legend of Zelda, which looks pretty cool. It's like a 3-player RPG game, kind of like what is the game? It's the last year's what is that? Or 2 years ago maybe. A Link Between Worlds that came out on the 3DS. Looks kind of like that, but maybe different, better. Who knows? They also showed off a new Fire Emblem 3DS game. I'm not too sure what it is about, but it looks fun, and I mean, if you're into that, cool. And then they're gonna make Hyrule Warriors for the 3DS. So that's a weird thing to me, because they're just porting the game to 3DS, but I heard that it's gonna have a lot of other characters and even some Wind Waker people, if there weren't some already before. Could be cool, man. I don't know. Could be fun. They did show off Xenoblade Chronicles. I don't know if they gave a release date, but Xenoblade Chronicles is on its way for those of you Xenoblade fans out there. And hey, you don't get to run around and jump into your Xeno suit. Okay. So this is when I got salty during the Nintendo event. They showed the new Animal Crossing Amiibo Smash with, you guessed it, new amiibo. We've got, oh my god, I can't even talk about it. They got Isabelle, they had Tom Nook, they had a bunch of new amiibo. I want the amiibo so bad. But yeah, I've only played Animal Crossing like twice, and I should get into it. But just those new amiibo, y'all. You know what's up, They did go in depth on Yoshi's Woolly World, which is pretty cool. I like that game. It looks fun. There's amiibo for that one too. Gonna be playing it. But yeah, I mean, they showed off like his propeller mechanic and like his ground pound and a bunch of different things. And I think it's gonna be good. A good Yoshi game. Why not? And then they moved on to some other games like Yokai Watch, which I don't know anything about. I hear it's the new Pokemon in Japan. They have Mario and Luigi's Paper Jam, which looks fun because it's the Mario and Luigi RPG games that you guys get on 3DS, but now it has the Paper Mario concept in there. I think it's like Paper Mario, regular Mario, and they have to work together. I think that could be really fun. And at the end of the whole conference, they showed off a new Mario Tennis. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of excited for that because I love Mario Tennis on the 64 and on the GameCube. Wasn't there on the GameCube? I might be wrong. But Mario Tennis Ultra Smash, I think they're getting a little bit lost on what to call these games now. They're just taking games from other franchises. Ultra Smash, Mario Ultra Smash. But but it looks pretty sweet. I'm excited to play it. I think it probably comes out soon because they had like live demos on the stage floor, and I got to play it. Well, I'm going to get to play it. I haven't played it yet, but I'm going to. Yeah, and that was Nintendo's whole thing. They did good, for me at least. And then came up Square Enix, or Enix, I don't know how to say it, I'm not gonna lie, but they were the next press conference. They showed off Just Cause 3. That game is ridiculous. I remember when I bought Just Cause 1 because literally Just Cause, like it was like, I'm gonna buy it Just Cause, because it looked weird. I played it and I was like, yo, there is so much craziness happening in this game. But they showed that game. I think you can ride like a surfboard, a missile being launched into the air. Why not? They then showed a little bit of Rise of the Tomb Raider because that game is being produced by them, and also a turn-based game for iOS or some sort of platform, I'm not sure, but hey, new Tomb Raider, I'm excited. They then showed a Final Fantasy Online Heaven's Ward, I think, and Dragon Quest, and also Life is Strange, just a few games that you guys probably already know about. And then they jumped back in to talk about Final Fantasy VII, the remake. Gonna be excited for that one. Coming soon to a system near you. And then they jumped into the game that people were waiting for. They showed off first Kingdom Hearts Unchained or something. I think it's like a precursor to Kingdom Hearts 3. And then they showed Kingdom Hearts 3. They showed off some gameplay. They had a cutscene in the beginning with characters from previous Kingdom Hearts games talking and playing chess. I'm not gonna lie, I've only played Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 and beaten those two. I don't remember all the characters' names at all, except for like Roxas, Sora, Riku, Kairi, Goofy, Donald. I remember the main cast, but the newer ones, like in the 382 days or 325 days or the card one, I don't know them. But hey, I'm still excited. I can't be excited? Come on. They did show some cool stuff though. They showed gameplay of Sora running around using his new moves. I guess that when he gets certain swords, he gets certain finishing moves based upon them. Like, so if you've seen that one trailer where he is on the roller coaster, I think that's his finishing move, and you can use it against boss battles or whatever type of battles. Because I've seen him riding a chariot. He turned his swords into guns. It's a big toss-up, but it's very interesting. They also showed off Final Fantasy 15 and Deus Ex, which looks cool. I'm excited. I need release dates. Can I get those, please? In writing, now. And then the last thing they did was the PC gaming conference, but I didn't really watch it. I had friends tell me about it, and there wasn't much. They talked about like new components to computers, certain games and whatnot, and running 4K ultra 60 frame per second gaming footage, which sounds hard. So, yeah, I don't know. Fun. Well, hey guys, that is my recap of day 0 at E3 2015, the press conference days, you know. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit that like button, share, favorite. Look in the description below if you guys ever want to hit me up on social media. You guys can follow me there, and don't forget to subscribe. This is runJDrun. This week is about E3 if you haven't already noticed, so stay tuned for more. I'm out.